The invention of typography has been called the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. It is the earliest mechanization of handicraft, the hand lettering of books. Typographic design has been closely bound to the evolution of technology, but the capabilities and limitations of typesetting systems have posed constraints upon the design process. At the same time, typesetting has offered creative challenges as designers have sought to explore the limitations of the available systems and to define their aesthetic and communicative potential. From hand composition to today's electronically generated typography, it is important for designers to comprehend the nature and the capabilities of typographic technologies, for this understanding provides a basis for thoughtful blending of design and production. Hand composition. The traditional method of setting foundry type by hand is similar to the method used by Gutenberg when he invented movable type in 1450. For centuries, hand composition was accomplished by assembling individual pieces of type into lines. A typographer would hold a composing stick in one hand while the other hand placed type selected from a type case into the stick. Type was set letter by letter, line by line, until the desired setting was achieved. Linotype. One of the most profound developments in typesetting technology was the invention of Linotype machine by Ottmar Mergenthaler in 1886. This machine represented the first great step toward typographic automation. Its name was coined because it produced a single line of type to a predetermined length specified by the keyboard operator. Monotype. Another significant achievement leading to fully automated typesetting was the Monotype machine invented by Tolbert Lanson in 1886. This machine cast one character at a time rather than an entire line. It was composed of two parts, a keyboard and a typecaster. When an operator typed at a keyboard, a perforated paper tape was generated. This coated tape was used to drive the second part of the system, a typecaster. Compressed air blown through punctured holes of this revolving spool of coated paper determined which characters would be cast by the typecaster. Actual casting of type occurred when hot metal was forced into matrices from the matrix case. Once the cast characters had cooled, they were placed into a metal tray called a galley where lines were assembled. Monotype lines could reach a maximum length of about 60 picas. Ludlow. Ludlow, a semi-automatic line caster, is another machine that found a place in the development of automated typesetting. Unlike the Linotype and Monotype, the Ludlow did not have a keyboard but combined both hand and machine production. An operator took matrices from a matrix case similar to a handset type case and placed them into a special composing stick, one by one. The stick would automatically justify or center lines by inserting blank matrices where necessary. Once a line of matrices was assembled, it was placed into a casting device where it was automatically cast into slugs. If a correction was necessary, matrices were inserted into the stick, cast, locked up, and printed. Although partially automated, this process was time-consuming. Distributing the matrices back into the type case by hand added to the production time. Phototypesetting. Phototypesetting is a cold type process for type is set not from molten cast metal, but by exposing film negatives of characters onto photographic paper. Although photographic typesetting was explored as early as the 1800s, its potential was not fully recognized until after World War II. As printing advanced from letterpress to offset lithography, typography underwent a similar evolution. Hand composition of metal type display and cast metal machine set text type yield to photographic typesetting. Two kinds of phototypesetting systems were developed: display phototypesetters for larger headlines and titles, and keyboard phototypesetters used to set text type through keyboard input. Phototypesetting gradually replaced metal type during the 1960s as the technology improved rapidly. Digital typesetting. The digital computer, in combination with the high-resolution cathode ray tube (CRT) and laser, revolutionized the communications industry. Because digital computers have no mechanical parts and are entirely composed of electronic components, they set and process type at speeds never thought possible. In addition, the text type from digital typesetters has now been developed to rival the quality of Phototype. Digital typesetting is what we now use today.